0.222. You have to get this really, really clear. Are we clear? Okay, or not? It makes no sense. Okay, so the last thing we have is we have to determine R squared. So I will be equal to AR squared, and R squared is equal to I over A, and our I, we have calculated it to be 20.616 times 10 to the power minus 6. And our area, we calculate the last time, okay, over here, is 4.5 times 10 to the power minus 3. So this will be equal to 20.616 power minus 6 about 4.5 power minus 3. So it's equal to 4.58 13 times 10 to the power minus 3. And if we look at the units, okay, so this is meter to the 4, this is meter to 6 squared. So you cancel this, cancel this. This is R squared is corresponding to meter squared. Okay. Right. So now, do we have everything? Yeah, we do have everything. Okay. So now we have to calculate, okay, this entire term over here. Okay. So from here, we have to break this up. All right. So I'm going to calculate P over A first. Right. So P will be equal to 3.333 times 10 to the power 3 divided by the cross-sectional area, which is 4.5 times 10 to the power minus 3, 3.333, 4.5 power minus 3 is equal to 740.667 times 10 to the power 3. Okay. And then the next, so this is the term that we just calculated. And then we have to calculate EC over R squared. So E is equal to 47.222 times 10 to the power minus 3. Our C is equal to 67.222 times 10 to the power minus 3. And our R squared is equal to 4.5813 times 10 to the power minus 3. So 47.222 power minus 3 divided by 67.222 power minus 3. Oh no, times 47.222 power minus 3 times 67.222 power minus 3 divided by 4.5813 power minus 3. So it's equal to 692.894 times 10 to the power minus 3. And then the last term, so this term that we calculated is the term over here. Okay, so break down your calculation, because marks will be awarded for things like that. Okay, marks will be awarded for values like this. And then finally, we have secant is cosine. Okay, pi over 2 square root 3.333 times 10 to the power 3. And then we divide by our PCR, which we calculated 635.849. So 635.849 times 10 to the power 3. And then because it's secant, you need to have the power of -1. Okay. So make sure that your calculator is in the radian mode. So cosine, okay, pi divided by 2 times by square root, you open bracket, 3.333 power 3 divided by 635.849 power 3, close bracket, twice, and power of -1. So I get 1.0065. Let me do it again. So 1 divided by cosine, or you can do 1 divided by cosine, it's the same thing, okay? So shift pi divided by 2 times by square root bracket 3.333 power 3 divided by 65.849 power 3, one bracket close. I need to check my brackets at my end. I need to have two brackets. Okay, it's 1.0065. Okay, so therefore stress max will be equal to 740.667. Right? So bracket 1 and then plus by EC over R squared, 692.894 times 10 to the power -3 multiplied by the cosine power or secant bracket power to P over PCR. So you get 1.0065. So finally, your answer is 692.894 power -3 times 1.0065. And times by 740.667 is equal to 1, I think, yeah, times 10 to the power 3. I mix up times 10 to the power 3 over here. Okay, let me shift this over. All right, 3.333 divided by 4.5 power -3, or 3.333 power 3 divided by 4.5 power -3. So 740.667. Okay, so 692.894 power -3 times 1.0065 plus by 1 times by 740.667 power 3 is equal to 1.257 times 10 to the power 6 Pascal, which is less than 250 times 10 to the power 6 Pascal. So we can say that structure is safe. Okay. So the unique thing about this question, right, that we have not done before, the first thing is I think this is the first time, not wrong, that you have to find the position of the centroid, okay, and then find second moment of area, and then this is the p-value, okay, and the most important thing is the eccentric distance is relative to the centroid, and it has to be on the compressive side. That's why you pick 67.222. Okay. Minus sorry, you pick the 67.22 to calculate eccentric. Okay. And this is the critical one, the 67.222, because it's under compression. Okay. You don't pick the tensile part, okay, because the structure will buckle due to compression. And then the rest is just plugging in formula. Okay. If you were to see what is the worst problem to have in terms of analysis, yeah, this is one of the one of the worst that you can see. Okay. The next thing that I want to do is I'm going to try to, if possible, to teach you how to use the solver on the calculator. Okay. So I'm going to switch my screen. Okay. And you will shortly see a calculator appearing. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing, turn on. Okay. Can you all see my calculator? My calculator should appear really big, right? Okay, so you can see my calculator, and I'm going to write out a formula. Okay, I'm going to write out a formula. So the objective, okay, I'll try. Okay, I need to arrange a bit. So the objective is to use solver. Okay, so the objective is to use the solver, and we are going to compute this function. Okay, we are going to find p. So we have p plus by 2.35294 p, and then divide by cosine. Okay, 0.0114006 square root p. Okay, and then we have got minus 461.8125 times 10 to the power minus 3, and the whole thing will be equal to 0. So this is what we are trying to compute. Okay, this is what we are trying to so we are going to find t. Okay, so you guys have done the trial error, right? We are going to use a hybrid of both because we realize that the calculator initially might not be able to solve. Okay, so I'm going to turn on my calculator. Is my calculator in focus? Can someone tell me yes, no, maybe? Is my calculator in focus, anyone? Okay, good. So I'm going to enter what I've written, and I think most of you guys are able to do this now. Okay, so I'm going to make sure shift clear everything first. Okay, reset all. Then we are going to go mode radians. Okay, then we are going to press alpha A. Okay, then plus by 2.35294 times by alpha A, right? And then we're going to divide. So A is my P, literally. So cosine, or open bracket, 0.01140006 times by square root A. Okay. And then I'm close bracket, and then minus 461.8125, right? Power of 3, right? Positive 3. There's I don't mean to write negative. And the whole thing is equal to, so to get equal, you press, there's an equal sign in red at the count. You press alpha equal, and then press 0. Okay. So what we have done is we have entered the expression. Okay. And then we press shift solve for A, yes. Press shift solve again and wait.